All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Doing a quick check, making sure audio's working correct. Cool. I've had that happen a couple times recently where streaming, but only be streaming the video and not the audio, so. Anywho, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Made it to the end of the week. Here for another Jade Empire stream. So welcome in. Thanks for coming and watching. We are moving on from Tien's Landing today. My anxiety was put to rest. We can indeed come back to Tien's Landing to learn the way of the closed fist. So with that said, we're heading on out. We're moving on. Some more side stuff that we could potentially do here, I'm sure, but I'm not really out here trying to 100% the game or nothing. Just going through organically, doing my thing. So here we are, getting ready to head out. I hope everyone has had a most fantastic week. And
in the past, I've shared the company of others that moved outside traditional
sharing the end of their
paths.
week with me.
But this band of folks is by far the most exotic.
You looked at me as you said that. What are you trying to say, Sky?
Actually, you took it the wrong way around. You seem a bit more conventional than, say, Wildflower or Zoo.
The Guardian says that everyone hides a part of themselves, that they don't always look like what they really are.
Hey, out here dropping some wisdom, little girl. I totally forgot that we recruited that guy. I guess, yeah, we'll go with that. So we can assume Sky is hiding the part that doesn't ram its foot into
I
its mouth.
certainly hope that part's in there somewhere.
Look, I didn't mean to say... Anyway, I meant no offense to anyone, and I'll just leave it at that.
That's it! You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go, and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight.
All right, let's head out.
Good! My beautiful
Let's go.
dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.
Yeah, let's get the XP for the fight. Might as well. Might as well. There's a way to...
Whoa, that was
Oh,
close. We need to
jeez.
end this.
Oh, jeez. Okay, hold up. I don't remember the controls for this. Okay. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, okay. It's madness.
They were all dying left and right.
And I tried to miss the power-ups. There was like a health thing in one of these. Getting it this time though. This is crazy. What? Mission complete. Had more success that time. Just swooping on in. It's pretty conspicuous that way. I'm sure nobody noticed that. Nah, nobody. Not a chance.
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus Assassins are getting impatient.
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions. Are they even sure of who they are looking for?
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Do you need any more incentive than that? Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of damage in the south. Here, what about this one?
It's me.
At least it's a man, like they said. You, identify yourself.
By order of the Emperor and the Lotus Assassins, state your name and purpose for being in the Imperial City.
Back away. I answer to no one.
I don't like your attitude. I think you are beginning to look more like the person we want.
I don't know. The young looks, the tunic is similar as well. It's not enough to be sure.
We could hold him anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus Assassins would leave us be for a few days while they question him.
Is there a problem here, Captain? Well, is there?
Oh,
No,
snap.
Princess
She's
Leia.
a princess?
We were questioning this traveler by order of the Lotus Assassins.
Oh man, her
There
name
no
is
need to
Princess
pursue this
Leia? I
questioning
mean,
any
Leanne?
further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
If she's my secret twin
Captain,
sister, I'm
this man is here on
I'm
a
down,
personal
dude.
matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Leanne.
Then unless you wish to be transferred to the wall, you will leave and continue your search. Well, we meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you in Tien's Landing. I have no doubt that you will make as much of an impact on the Imperial City.
An interesting guise. By what name should I refer
No
to you?
guys, I assure you. You have the honor of addressing Princess Leanne, the Heavenly Lily. It is, as you can see, customary to bow in my presence.
I don't bow, and I don't know you as a princess.
I think you're a little too bold for your own good, but I suppose it is my fault. I go out of my
Dang.
way to avoid fawning servants. That is why I often travel without official escort and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled by the rules of the court. You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option of disguise.
Bah! You just like getting your hands dirty with the commoners.
The whims of a member of the Imperial Court
There
are
goes the
not
second
your
one.
concern. There are more important things that we need to discuss in private. I will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire.
A rendezvous with the princess. Such a scandal.
That is quite enough.
Number
We will
3.
continue this at a later time. We both have questions that we will need answered. I'm certain that my entourage would prefer that this take place in private. Your gruff nature is a bit too much for them.
Don't blame them for the pampering you demand.
You are incorrigible. Get up, you lot. I'll be embarrassed for myself, thank you. Save your false modesty for my father's court. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
Only one was left standing. Oh, she gonna say something
It
too.
would not have been proper for her to award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next meeting.
Okay. A gift, huh? Was it because I was so incorrigible? Chapter 3! wherein the Imperial City is revealed. Silk Fox reveals his station, and the Lotus Assassins are infiltrated. The marvelous Dragonfly bears you away from Tien's Landing towards the Imperial City. The fall of Gao the Greater and the assassin Lim will have far-reaching consequences, and your enemy will not let your actions go unanswered. Terrible forces gather ahead, and as you draw close, they will leave their mark as surely as you have left yours. It's my Freaky Friday voice, you know. Not really. Not really. No canon. No canon for the Freaky Friday voice. Does the arrow mean they have something to say to me? Is that what that means?
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
I want to talk about what Inquisitor Lim said about
That
you.
is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
That's why his hands are the different colors or whatever it looks like. All the assassins are like that, though their hands are way darker. Ah, bah. Never regret killing someone who would have killed you, fool.
Regret? I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end. Or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
How do you have enough death to defy? I mean, I guess you just kill everyone who's strong. And then I turn around and guilt trip him. Enough of which? Strength or death?
Does it matter? Denying someone's strength is to place yourself above that person without merit. Denying death is to step outside the natural order. Both are harmful. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
Death's hand will fall like any other. You will see.
You have no concept of the devotion of his followers. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, you should continue your search for a means to reach the palace. Your master will be waiting.
That is what it means. Well, shucks. Okay. Conversation time.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
What's on your mind right now?
I haven't
Don't
been
think.
to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us.
The thought of all those nobles and their fat purses is making you giddy.
There won't be much time for that sort of diversion, but I can't help see the potential. In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth.
You foresee a rich future of traveling the land and wooing fainting noblewomen, don't you?
Never.
You left out the part about accumulating vast sums of ill-gotten silver. I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal, but you know that better than anyone. You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien's landing?
No one else could do what I can. I'm special.
I know about your history, your heritage, but does it bother you? Is it something you wish weren't part of your life?
Damn. My abilities are unique. Only a fool would flinch from such power.
Some would shy away if presented with your situation, but you embrace it. This city is in for quite a surprise now that you've arrived, I wager. Let's go see how much trouble we can cause.
I think you'd win that wager. I wager you'd win that wager.
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives.
I thought you'd be happy.
I am very happy indeed. Instead of dying upon my return home, I am free. Until she returns, of course.
Oh, this guy.
As
Oh, what a guy.
What? What do you want?
What did you do before you were with Lord Young?
Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teeth like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood.
What did you do then?
I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive.
I'll bet you were a very dangerous
You
child.
think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days.
Okay.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. This is all so much to absorb. I would appreciate your counsel if you have time to speak privately.
I have time to speak with you now, Dawnstar. What did you wish?
I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever.
Then you need to learn how to get tough. I can help with that.
Get tough? I am quite capable of defending myself physically. Are you suggesting I harden my heart more than it already is? I already feel like an outsider.
Then my home? Yeah. Focus on anger.
Hate what was taken instead of fearing what might be lost.
What good is there in pointless rage? I have no desire to spend my days growing bitter over things.
Embrace your anger.
Not bitterness. Outrage. Don't you deserve to take what you need?
Perhaps I do, but how can I rationalize away my concern for others? I spent a long time suffering people who did the same to me. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah. How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions?
Yeah, this is more in character for me. Take solace in knowing you are better than they, in ways they cannot even dream.
I always just felt like a victim, but perhaps like now I was just out of place. Is that what you mean? I should feel superior because they did not understand me? I did not expect this conversation to take this turn, but I still feel better. I'm not quite comfortable with it yet, but I begin to see what has made you so strong. I would like to continue this later. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Alright. We're gonna go full like Bastila here, and we're gonna turn Dawnstar Darkstar, bro. Let's go. Oh yeah, okay, hold up. Okay. Well, where does her note specify? How do I read the note? Oh. I guess I should have gone and talked to Hui. Oops. The Scholar's Garden in the Imperial City. Okay. Silk Fox is in fact Princess Sun Lian, the Heavenly Lily, the daughter of Emperor Sun Hai, and heir to the throne of the Jade Empire. She seems to have developed a personal interest in you, although she is clearly adept at manipulating others to further her own goals. It may be a challenge to get along with such a strong-willed individual. Ah, there we go. A carefully folded piece of paper given to you by Princess Lian. The note reads, "Meet me in the pavilion at the entrance of the Scholar's Garden." Cool. And Imperial Favor, Spirit, Charm, and Intuition. Oh, increase the chance for getting power-ups from fallen enemies as well. That's pretty sweet. But I don't know what I'd really be willing to swap out for that. If it was going to be anything, it would probably be that, but I like having that intimidation boost. By the Outcry.
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself. There are several districts within easy walking distance. This area is the market district, and it is filled with all sorts of merchants and traffic. If you cross the waterway and turn left, you will soon come to the Gate of the Golden Way, a rich and luxurious place. The Golden Way is connected to both the Scholar's Garden at its far end and the necropolis.
Okay.
Though no one would venture into those burial grounds without good reason.
Okay. I'll be back if I have other questions. So we cross the waterway and turn left.
It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a young man dressed in plain blues and greens. He is heavily armored from head to foot. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try
Really?
to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
I don't think they are talking about me.
Scourge of the South. Is that the best they could come up with? They missed your looks too.
I guess they are talking about me. I don't know, man. I'm not wearing blues and greens. It looks like my thing is purple.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed
I'm not
whole
heavily
villages
armored,
in the
nor am I
South.
7 feet
Many
tall.
innocents
This
have
guy is
suffered.
probably
Out
7
of
feet
sheer
tall. Look at
spite,
this giant.
the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
Okay, yeah, they're talking.
The only problem in the Imperial City is deciding where to spend your silver first.
Hold up, I crossed the waterway. Now I wanna... Okay, the Golden Way. Okay. Scholar's Garden is at the far end.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You should...
Okay. What's wrong with the
Ghosts
necropolis?
have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic.
When did all of this
Things
start?
have been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy.
The wheel wills
happy
as the
at all.
wheel wills. Oh man. I just picked up the last Wheel of Time book that I needed today.
If you're still
Thanks for the
going in
warning.
there, just watch your back.
There's literally a guy that like standing behind him about to go in. Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to go back and do another reread of Wheel of Time, but my to-be-read list is way too long right now. But I did finish
Your
Blood of
parentage is
Elves.
below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any
Dang.
attention.
Keep trying.
And
just
now you're
as
just
I
spitting
instructed.
insults.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
What are you doing? Why attempt to insult me?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
I'm warning you. I demand respect.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
That's it. I'm gonna put an end to your
You
pointless
must
heckling.
forgive my servant. He was acting for me. I asked him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. I must say, your refusal to stand for it was admirable. I think you are exactly what we need.
If you're behind this, then I owe you a beating.
Please, my intent is noble. An outlander arrived several days ago, and now we cannot get him to leave. He's consuming copious amounts of our food and wine. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
City host. The city hosts many visitors. Why is he so different?
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Yeah, well. Should I just kill him
We
outright?
don't want a murder. We just want order restored. But he doesn't respond like we do. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
Alright. Maybe if I have
But
time.
that is not the conviction I was hoping for, but no one else has been able to help, so it will have to do. At your convenience, then. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Well, I'm already going to the Scholar's Garden, so I guess. Yeah, sweet, sweet XP.
This place.
Enlightened stage. It seems like this is probably the entrance to the Scholar's Garden. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, ninja girl?
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence.
What do I call you? Silk Fox or Princess Sun Liang?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He
Wow.
must be powerful, but I still don't believe he is Sun Li, the glorious strategist.
Okay. Doesn't matter what you believe. I know it, and that's enough.
Sun Li died 20 years ago. Everyone was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire. Now, it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Destroying Death's Hand is also a priority.
A wise decision. His hold over my father is nearly absolute. But if we could show conclusive evidence of his crimes, my father would have to listen. I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
I've been fighting the Lotus Assassins. How can I infiltrate
We need
them?
proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are
Recruiting is what you meant to say. I've fought a number of them. I'd be
Have
spotted.
any Lotus Assassins who saw your face live to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tien's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
Get on with your plan. Let's see just how ridiculous it really
There
is.
are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
You know a lot about the Lotus Assassins. Why?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
Well, perhaps I will see if this Inquisitor is reasonable.
Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. Dongao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. He will tell you where to meet the Inquisitor. Or seek the Executioner. My people will spread rumors of your interest, and he will approach you in the arena. They like fighters who have passed the silver round. I will wait at your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should, discuss how closely we will be working together?
Okay, you can come with me for right
preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
now. I got another note? Or did she take the note? Ah, she took her note back. Okay, so that's the way out the Scholar's Garden. What?
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture.
Can you tell me where to find the Inquisitor recruiter?
Huh, that's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there.
Oh. Okay.
He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
Your course is set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
Oh. This girl uses seductive language. I want to find the guy who won't leave. Seems here. Oh! Dang!
As amusing as your savage
That's
dances
not a firework.
are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments
What
in a
the
proper
hell?
mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are
Minnie?
so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
What a guy.
Good lad. Found
What
him
a
wading in the
guy.
mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow.
Who are you to judge? Some barbarian from outside the Empire?
What's it? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. Ah, you look quick with your fists, but I'll wager your head falls behind. Too much time slapping each other, and not enough time strapped to a desk in a decent classroom. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
I'll make you eat those words out.
Is that your answer? To throw yourself into mindless combat? Only proves my point. A lot of you could bury me with bodies, but I'd still be your better. But if you want to bring more to the table, and a decent height table, none of this kneeling malarkey, I will grant you a chance to prove you are adequate. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments.
Some sort of debate? Are you afraid to face me in battle?
Any dog can bite, but very few can speak. I've gone to pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner.
I'll humiliate you here and in combat later.
It's more likely I'll teach the rest by making an example of you. Here, these 5 standing about will be our judges. They look like a varied lot. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
This guy, man.
I humbly accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered.
This will be simple. Just agree with everything I say.
That would only prove his accusations that we cannot defend our culture on fair terms. We can't give in to that temptation. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire.
What kind of arguments do you favor?
I am merely quick to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against.
What strategy should I take?
The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all.
What kind of arguments do you favor?
I am merely quick to see scholars.
Okay. I'll get ready for the debate then.
Ah, so you are the one who'll debate the Outlander. I am the 5th of your 5 judges.
What kind of arguments do you offer,
implying that
or
I am
favor?
predisposed to be weak in certain areas? I can't accept that. Some of my fellows, however, are another story. Scholars Zhao and Kai are easy to predict. Dismissing a weak argument gets their attention immediately and will spur them one way or another.
What kind of strategy can you
Try
offer?
not to dig a hole you can't get out of. If you can't get everyone to agree with you, just focus on getting as many as you can. Remember, you need a majority of judges on your side at the end of 6 topics. Yes.
I greet you. My name is Scholar Kai, and I will be the 4th of 5 judges for the debate. I suggest you don't mess it up.
What kind of arguments do you favor?
I'm always impartial, but some of my fellows are easy to goad into decisions if you know their tastes. The minister is particularly fond of confrontational arguments. Respond in a rage and you are sure to engage him.
Do you share the minister's disdain for the outsider?
He's an insult to our accomplishments as a people. If you fail in the debate, at least take him to task physically. I don't care where he came from. Anything to get him on his way.
Oh, this is exciting. I've never been asked to jury a debate before, and now I'm the 3rd of your 5 judges. My name is Scholar Zhao.
What kind of arguments
I
do you
haven't
favor?
given it much thought. I pictured myself as balanced, but some of the others are very specific in their tastes. Actually, you can sway Scholars Kai and Gu by mocking your opponent. I don't care for it, but they seem to respond quite vigorously. He is coarser than the thinkers I am used to, but on the whole, I am not as upset by him as others appear to be. He seems bent on disruptive behavior. He should be encouraged to take that elsewhere.
Kinda... okay. Oh.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't meet the executioner in the arena.
Okay. Well, let's do a save real quick.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you?
What kind of change are you planning?
I just want to make sure that this is more entertaining than simply blathering about whose walls are higher or whose philosophers really know what's what. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed?
I'll expose you for the fool
I
you
will
are.
pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Your stance betrays a worship for gold. Laughable.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
Such expansion must be controlled. The conquered are
Well, a
volatile.
majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
A coward's trinket. We would feed it to you.
My monocle must be fond. I can't see anyone in my favor.
It appears they've reached a consensus against you, Sir Roderick.
Clearly these people are incapable of fairly comparing one of their own to an outsider. This is a farce.
Don't make excuses for your stupidity.
There, see how quickly I am dismissed? No grace in victory. You are, and always will be, a backwards lot. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field.
I will teach you a lesson in proper respect, dog.
You have offended me, fool. So be it. You'll face my full wrath in the closest location with room for proper maneuvers. Mirabelle will sit you down. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of.
I'm ready now. Let's begin.
Good! Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You're about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
Oof.
I need healing.
Oh, dang.
Your concept of honor is outdated too. Finish a dog when he's down.
Oh, snap. And he comes over and gets me.
Percival, the towel.
Oh. Damn, I should have saved. It's alright. Hopefully there's an autosave right here. Ah, no, we have to do the debate again. Sorry.
Well, what?
Okay. Worship of Gold. We're just doing the same as last time. Factual, and then raging. Make excuses. I'll teach you proper respect. I'll return when I'm ready. Alright. At least this way. If he shoots me dead again, we don't have to do the debate. Yes, so let's go. Oh, what? No, I pressed dodge,
healing.
bro. Oh my goodness.
I need healing.
It's alright. That was a bad start. We're gonna try it again. Okay. Straight savage, though. Percival, a towel.
Percival, a towel.
That's pretty gangster. No dodge. Haha. Dodge. 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 Haha. Catch you that time, suckerfish.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick. Within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I supposed I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny.
Take your carcass and get out
There's
of here.
no need to shout. I'm sure my expulsion is part of some post-duel tradition of yours. Well, my country has one as well. To the victor goes the spoils. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
I guess I wanna... Oh, man. What do I choose? A
manual of regimented conditioning will serve you well. Red meat, constitutionals, and union suit calisthenics. You're never so fit as when the johns are long. Right, first of all, fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
Fluff my traveling trousers? What? Cool. Duty has been dealt with. Alright, so now we're just heading back to camp, it seems.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Longsword.
Hey, go down. Nice. Alright. Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans. Not gonna lie, probably gonna call it once we get back to camp. I've been fighting off a pretty gnarly headache all day, so.
Oh dear, this won't do. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place.
My help depends on my incentive.
Well, of course! I could, I suppose I could write you in as a character in one of my plays. Imagine fame and, well, immortality on the stage.
I was looking for something a little more material.
Oh, silver, is it? That's simple. I know we writers are supposed to be... poor is the best word, but I never saw the point. Can't afford ink as a poor man, you see? I would most certainly pay for your time.
Tell me what the problem
well, you
is.
see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way.
Sounds positive so far. Where's the
The
problem?
play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece.
Not to mention that certain factions frown on the satire
There's
of the
that
Empire.
too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines.
It's fun.
Here's a
All
copy
right.
of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good. No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it.
Yeah. Alright, well, we will pick that up next time. Cool beans. Well, this is definitely a little bit of a shorter one today, but yeah. I might be back on later. Who knows? I'm gonna go and try and lay down and nurse the headache a little bit, and if I can get it to go away, then might be back for another session. If so, then it might actually be some Elden Ring to kind of keep that moving forward. But we shall see. Either way, I appreciate everybody who has tuned in and anybody who is watching after this is not live. We will, of course, be back, and as always, I hope that you have a day as fantastic as